couple of different mushrooms and things of that nature when I was younger. And what's the other law I broke? I did get an underage drinking ticket when I was 19 or 20. Literally just one. That's it. So I've been having jobs since I was 14. When you're 14 years old in high school, you have to go to the counselor's office and ask for a work permit to get a job, right? That's how young I was working. And my mom hated it. She didn't want me to work. She wanted me to stay in the house and focus on school. Everybody wanted that. And I was just like, well, I want to make my own money, because what is money? As we all know, money is independence and money is freedom. So I've been working and paying taxes since I was 14 years old. I'm very, very incredibly confused as to how this situation can still be an issue, how there has not been resolution, and restitution, and a complete restoration of my life. If I buy a Cadillac CCS and pay every payment, and I'm being gang stalked all over the country and mechanically sabotaged, and I'm reporting that in police reports all over the United States of America, from Florida all the way back up to Chicago, well, someone should be responsible for that situation, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but if as a result of a deal Dylan was working on with the state of Illinois, my family or my life have, been in jeopardy or in danger, that would prove negligence on behalf of the state of Illinois or Chicago or whoever was running that investigation, right or wrong. So I'm still waiting on resolution. I'm incredibly dynamic in marketing, sales, new business development. I know how to write landing pages. I know how to do e-commerce and, sell things online. I know how to write blog posts. I'm a good writer. I'm a good administrative professional. I'm a personal trainer, and I worked for almost 10 years at Northwestern and Alexian Brothers, and for another about 5 years in optical management and purchasing, as well as regular primary care and infrared laser coagulation specialties. So I was there primarily assisting the doctor in administrative capacity as well as a scrubbing capacity. It was a 50-50 clinical end versus front end about half the time. But I was doing everything from literally scrubbing the doctor in for procedures in a sterile environment to the billing and the coding and, the physical therapy. So there's really nothing I can't do. I have a pretty decent resume. In addition, I've done hospitality, bartending, dancing, entertainment. I have literally worked as everything from a stripper to an administrator. So there is no job I can't do and that I can't do well. I've worked in movie theaters. I've worked in restaurants. I've worked as bankers' assistants. I've worked in management. As I said, I was the administrator over multiple departments, responsible by myself for coming up with and creating and distributing patient education for incredibly complex diagnoses in the fields of rheumatology and endocrinology. So translating really difficult to understand medical jargon into easier to understand entry level, wording that real humans like you and I can understand and take home with us when we receive a new diagnosis from any sort of physician or practitioner. I did this out of the kindness of my heart and because I don't like complacency. I always like to be learning. I always like to be creating. I always like to be doing something to elevate my life. And that's mostly because, I'm fueled by my 3 children and wanting to be a good mother for them. And now I'm pregnant with baby number 4. So this period of gang stalking has been unlike any other period in my life. I thought it was resolved when I met Xavier, and his brother is the district attorney. I am fearful for our safety now that it's been 13 months and nothing has, really resolved. And this is the second pregnancy in those 13 months. So if you guys know anyone in the system in any way that can help, please reach out. And if you can help and you're not in the system, please reach out directly to me. It's my only phone number is 312-772-3193. It's a Google Voice VoIP phone number, so even if my phone gets taken when I have phone service, which has happened about 6 or 7 times, I always connect to that phone number. There are some nefarious happenings with, my websites and those phone numbers and hackers, but they can hack any number. They can hack a VoIP and they can hack a regular plan. So I'm just using a regular iPhone with no SIM. connecting to a VoIP to reduce the risk of hacking, and just keep a good phone call log of who I speak with, where I go. And that's basically been my main purpose of social media, which sucks because it's like I love content creating and influencing and trying out products and doing product reviews and all of that. You can see examples of marketing and all that shit in the 5 or 6 other accounts that I've grown to, 2,000, 4,000, 10,000, 12,000. And I'm not working as an agency. I'm working as one woman, Heather Gillespie, Heather Coco Senza. Heather is my birth given name. Coco is my performer or my artist name. It's the identity that I go by when I danced, when I was creating videos. So I was making ideas. Some of them were sexy, some of them were not. Some of them were intended to be sexy, some of them were artistic.